Hi, this is Patricia with righttimes.org and Unscripted No Direction, and we are here with Roberta George, and she's going to tell us about her new book, Baptizing the Cat, which is a story, actually based on a true story, of a man who murdered his wife here in South Georgia. And she's also going to show us some other books by Snake Nation Press. Roberta George is the founding director and the current director of Snake Nation Press. And so, Roberta, tell us about Baptizing the Cat.
Well, my years ago, and a few people in Valdosta may remember this, there was a man and he tried to murder his wife. And then later, he was caught on tape talking about, even though the first attempt failed, he was going to try it again. And it was reported in the newspaper, and then he went on trial for the attempted murder and got off, believe it or not. Talk about Southern Gothic. And I got to wondering, why would a man who supposedly loved his wife when he married her, had children by her, change his mind and want to murder her? And so I tried to get in the mind of that person, educated, talented, good looking, and why. And during some research, I found out that 15,000 men murder their wives every year, in contrast to 5,000 women murdering their husbands. It was fascinating. And of course, then I learned a lot of other statistics that were pretty bad for men. But I got into Philip's head, I think, and started writing this book, which was great fun to be a man for a change, and also to come about his way of thinking and his way of convincing himself to murder his wife.
So you sort of become empathetic a little bit.
I think everybody did. Nobody said, good grief, I don't want to go any further than this man. Everybody wanted to go along, and I did too. Mm-hmm. And then, lo and behold, I couldn't find out an ending. I didn't want him to go to jail, and I didn't want him to murder his wife, but I did want him to be punished. Mm-hmm. And there was about 6 months there that I couldn't write. And then it hit me, the perfect solution. Because always a man, not always, but most of the time, there's another woman in the picture, and there was another woman in the picture in this story too. And he gets his comeuppance. Let me put it that way. I won't ruin the story for anybody, but he is punished. And I think it is the perfect punishment for anybody considering a crime.
And this is Baptizing the Cat. You can hold up the book cover so we can kind of see that.
Okay.
It's on the website.
Ann Johnson did the cover.
Lovely.
Beautifully did it. And Gina Rambula said all the text, and she does a great job too. And her daughter Pat is doing this interview.
This is a really good book. I've read it and I enjoyed it very much, and I'm actually doing the video review for this next week. So tell us a little bit more about Snake Nation Press. You have some other books with you here today.
Well, we started in 1998 and went from there to now. And almost 27 years now. And we're going to have a reunion in May 27th here at the Arts Center. And over the years, we've done a lot of good books. We did Wilby Coleman's irony book, 300 pieces of art that he did not sell. And every year we come out with 2 Snake Nation reviews using local and nationally known and unknown writers, poets, artists. I wish I could say musicians, but it's hard to get that music down on the page. But it's been.
Show us some of the covers there. So
well, this is one that was done by Haley Hyatt, and she's a local artist. This one's done by Greg Howell, the roads and bridges in Valdosta, Georgia, and Lowndes County.
That's an interesting book.
Oh man, it's fascinating.
And I understand the other one that you held up with the cardinal. Is that a cardinal?
Yeah, well, I think it's
Finch?
it is a cardinal, a young one.
A female.
Uh-huh.
Now, I understand this one has some high school students from.
It has the winners of the high school fiction and poetry contest.
Mm-hmm.
It also has the 3 poems in it commemorating or memorializing Vicki Pennington
Okay, and
that
who's-
was read at her eulogy.
Okay. And
Plus
Vicki
some
Pennington was-
new poets and old nationally known poets from Texas, New York. We're all over the place.
Right, you're actually well known. We were at a gentleman that I interviewed yesterday. John Williams you have actually, I think, published his work in the past.
Yes.
And he's actually really interested in contests and things. He was talking to me. I interviewed him last night, and he mentioned that. And so the snake is pretty much well known everywhere. When we went to the Alabama Book Festival last month, one of the hosts of the festival were so excited to have the snake there, because it was such a renowned press. And also, Snake Nation is one of the only small press, independent presses that are left, really, that haven't been scooped up by the big presses.
Or
And-
just died on the vine.
Right, died on the vine. And so, it's a wonderful achievement that y'all have managed to be in business this long. And you are a nonprofit press, right?
Yes.
And so that when people subscribe, they're supporting independent press, and they're supporting independent authors. And also, if you make donations to Snake Nation Press, you're supporting the authors and you're keeping independent press going. And it's a dying art, and it's something that we have to keep alive in this day and age, especially with the ebooks. And it's funny, ebooks are actually making a sort of, or in decline. And then the print book is coming back. And
Oh, don't you love to read in bed?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't mind, I can live with an ebook, but I would much rather have a paper book that I don't have to worry about lighting and charging and batteries. I mean,
Also, I write in the margins my comments. And right now I'm reading a book that has comments in the margins, and I'm as fascinated by them as I am by the writing.
right, exactly. The smell of a book, and the feel of a book in your hand. Can you show us a little bit of his work in the book there?
Oh, Wilby's
people to kinda
book
see
is
some of this.
a coup, let me tell
This is a
you.
masterpiece. As far as
I'll
I'm
just
concerned.
open it at any page.
It's sort of a table, what do you call that, coffee table book, more or less?
Yes.
But it's got some beautiful, hold it up just a little bit higher there.
Oh.
Let's see if I can get the camera down there.
Oh.
You see the work, like this is a windmill that he's done, and he's passed away now, he's deceased.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's blind,
Okay.
but he's not dead by a
I'm
long
sorry
shot.
if you watch this, I'm so sorry. Oh my God.
No, I think as Amazon made that mistake too. He's got work all over Georgia. And also, it's got all of his descriptions and his funny stories about his artwork. And it's a collector's item.
Yeah, and this is available on Amazon, and all of the books are available on Amazon, is that correct?
Well, small press distributors.
Okay. And
Small press distributors is the best place. Amazon is, I'm afraid, not very good to writers or publishers. My friend Morris found out she could buy her book cheaper on Amazon than she could from her publisher.
Wow,
And that's a sad story.
yeah. And so they can get this, you can also go to Snake Nation Press, which has their own bookstore, so you can purchase it there directly from
And that
Snake.
is really supporting us.
Right, because you're purchasing direct, you're not going through a middleman, so all of the money that you spend on the book goes directly. And you can also subscribe to the review, which is a quarterly, correct? That comes out every
Well,
3
there's
months.
we do 2 contests a year, so you'll get a fiction contest winner and a poetry contest winner, and then you'll get 2 reviews, so you get 4 books for $30. So that's a bargain, I
Yeah, that's
think.
nice. These are beautiful books, and the contents, the subject matter is wonderful. You have all these different creative stories from
And
different people.
every other year, we do a Georgia author in addition, so sometimes you'll get 5 books a year. So that goes to show you how eclectic we are. We're all over the place. I was even reading a manuscript last night from Czechoslovakia. Well, Czech, I think, because they've split up.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And also, the Snake is involved in other projects. There's the South Georgia Literacy Festival. The Snake supports that. That's in September of 2017 at the Rainwater Conference Center. And that particular event last year, the Snake and Brenda Smith, who is the director of the festival, they got together and they were able to raise $3,000
For
that
Southside
festival, for
Library.
Southside Library. And that's what they plan on doing again this year, is raising money for the local libraries here in Valdosta. And so that's an event that the Snake sponsors. And also, low power radio is something that the Snake is getting into.
And we're having a reunion May 27th
And that's going to be
of
here at the
all
Arts
Snake
Center.
Nation writers, all readers, and all musicians.
So if you want to come down to the Arts Center on the 27th, which is a Saturday?
Yes,
Saturday, and it's from 10 to 4? That's
yes.
my understanding, from 10 to 4.
And have a good time and a free lunch.
And there's going to be music. I hear there's going to be music.
Yes.
too. Maybe we can get Matt Flummerfelt to come and
We
play
will.
the piano.
John Griffin
John Griffin.
on his harmonica.
All right, or maybe we can get Raymond Peace down. Maybe we can just find all these people and just drag them in here and make them play
I'll
music.
tell you something, this area is full of talent,
It
really.
absolutely is. I'm amazed, just since I've been doing these reviews, I've only been doing this since January, which is why the sound on my videos is still bad. I'm still working out the glitches. But, you know, and I've discovered that there's some really talented people, and some people who are just very eclectic and they think off the chart.
Yes.
You know, they're not, not everybody around here is linear. Everybody, it's different, but they're really and truly very creative people. And, like I see the artists, like even looking over here at the Spring into Art and all the art being here, I draw stick people. So, I have no talent whatsoever. But these books are wonderful, and Roberta, with this project with WSNK Radio, the project for St. Nation Press is very busy.
Yes.
And so do you have any other plans?
Well, I'm writing a book now called Day's Heat, and it's before cell telephones, before birth control. It was during the integration, the early integration, because St. John's Church was the first church to integrate. And it's that background. And it's like all my books, it's very devious. And
I like that. That's good. My books are devious.
yes, they are very devious. One of my writers, another woman, she says, Roberta, I'm beginning to wonder about you.
Roberta, thank you so much.
Thank you
joining
for
me
doing
today.
this, Pat. This
You're
is
welcome.
marvelous.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you.
And we appreciate it. And this is, what's the name of my show? Unscripted and No Direction. Signing off for 5/6/17. And everybody have a great weekend. And again, thank you, Roberta, and thank you, Snake Nation Press. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, let me go put the